Hello everyone and welcome back to Pyanodons. This is PyHard. And I think I have to take this more seriously and actually expand into a full-blown new power plant. And the obvious place to do that would be somewhere around here. Of course, it means I should ideally also have forestry there, just to provide pollution reduction. But I think it's going to work out reasonably well. Now, the main thing that's going to be supplied there, of course, should be oil burners. I don't want to deal with solid fuel. And really, solid fuel is not going to be decent for a very, very long time. It just doesn't make sense. Now, there's 300 million raw coal in here. That's a lot of power. Oh, energy. And I do want to have the tar and coal gas byproducts from that as well. So I am thinking about building up a proper coal processing in there. Now, if I just want to have a quick look. Now, I do want to replace at least what I have already, and I will need to expand it quite a bit. So if we look at it like I want 200 megawatts, something like that. Now for acetylene, that means 75. This is 75 megawatts. I need several of these. To get the coke, I will use... I'm going to go the usual way, just because it's a good way to get multiple things. So I do want the coal gas and the tar. This also has a decent chunk of power in it, or energy. 52 raw coal per second. These go almost to... oh, yeah, no, not really important to deal with ratios, I think. But it is this simple, essentially. Now, of course, I'm going to need a lot of inserters, I'm going to need a lot of machinery. Floor tiles. I will need a lot of destructive distillation columns and a lot of piping. And I do want to build this using electric mining drills. Now that I have oil burners, that should be perfectly fine. I do have water here. I think I'll have to deal with the pollution somehow. This is a pretty decent area. It's fairly empty. I will have to deal with the nearby ones. And so the oil burners are really the only power source that makes sense right now. I can get oil power plants, but they need kerosene to run. And kerosene is only produced from kerogen, basically. And even then, it's only a small part of the production. The main reason you want this, the startup costs are very steep, but the efficiency is much better. You can think like 10 megawatts of kerosene will give you about 70 megawatts of electricity. You need steam engines, of course, and that's not a problem. Still low on copper. But it is starting to build up. Okay. This is not going to help. They really need more electricity to expand. I will need a lot of syngas as well. So we also take a lot of copper. We have plenty of iron. There's some copper here. Good. Ratio is not great. So this gives me 1.5 per second, and this takes 3.33. So it's about 2 of these per 1 of these, plus a little bit extra. Now, one belt can supply 3. So if I use the 2-bolt setup, I can have 6 in a line, which will produce 9 coal per second, which is enough for 3 of you. That's not too bad. First, to make this worthwhile, I do need to make sure I have some oil burners. I can make 2, that's not enough. The limit is steel. We're not backed up, that's not good. What else? Oh, you also need copper. As do the mining drills, but that's not a big deal. Okay. I think there's also another geothermal vent I could use, relatively nearby. I'm going to explore that. I just wonder if I should start with the power expansion, or if I should just go into the iron upgrade right away, or maybe aluminum. The basic requirements are the same, right? Just need to powder the ore and graphite and borax. That's exactly the same as for you. Oh, except you also need... No. Yeah, graphite. You don't need graphite, right? Yeah, you don't need graphite. Alright. Now, in the interest of milestones, it wouldn't be bad to get some borax. I think that was here. No, crushed quartz. Really, there's no borax? Right. Oh, there it is. Because we're going to need it for the optical set as well. Well, that's another reason why you really need it. There's raw borax, which just needs syngas to extract. And I should already have syngas coming through here, right? This is not a fuel line. This is specifically syngas, I think. Go. Don't need syngas. Oh yeah, the nickel needs syngas, right? That's the point. So I can use this pipeline. That's convenient. I do need the crystal mine. And then to process the borax, I need to clean it. Could be just a washer. Yeah, washer and water, and I get borax and muddy sludge. It should be the easy part. I don't need a divo rains yet. Water is easily available in here. They really go all the way around and then back again. No, this is the fuel one, right? Yeah. So I don't want to use this part. I do actually want to go from down here. This is full extent, this is full extent, so I do need to add another pump. One should be fine. How much iron am I producing right now? So 3 per second. And that works out to very little. So it's 6. So that's exactly 1 crystal mine and 1 washer, pretty much. But that shouldn't be a problem. And I will need borax for other things as well. Oh. No. Ate up all my pipes. Okay. Don't. Can't make more. You have a little. Okay, it's enough to connect you up. Of course, I also need to connect the syngas. Problem. Where? I don't think I'm going to be able to connect the water. Or the wastewater. Borax washing. You need 1.4 per second. Yes. You produce 1.33, so this is almost exactly what I want. And the wastewater I could use here, body sludge. I don't think it's going to be enough to consume 1 per second, even when running full. But it will be enough to get started at least. So this will be on underflow. Okay. Do you also have water? It does reach quite far, so that should be fine. I mean, I could connect the water from up here. It's probably a better idea. Power, of course. I will want to expand this in the future. This is not going to be a light anyway, but we should be getting our first borax. In 6.5 hours. Do I have wastewater anywhere? I do have it here as well. So this one is filled. A bit too full for my liking. Maybe enough. Boric acid is full. That's going to interfere with animal products. So get a bump. Hey, sorry about that. Oh. Overall, would be nice to have this. Oh, I did make more digosaurs. I forgot about that. So now we have borax. If we ever manage to empty this bit out. Oh. There. That's better. Not sure if it's going to be able to keep up. Probably not. But this will help kickstart everything. Well, that's enough for the first stage, along with the oxygen, which also needs water, of course. We do have some oxygen somewhere, but not really. All that I need for oxygen is water, of course, and then I need to get rid of the excess. Now, I don't have a good place to put the ore processing. So what I'm going to do is just... Well, I do need the borax there. Let's go for this little spot here. That was close to the processed iron at least. I do want to leave a bit of room for expanding the traffic here. I think that should be enough to build a basic system. Not going to be able to scale too well, but that's okay. So, at the top, we have the casting unit. I think this doesn't output on both sides of the build, does it? It does have automatic output, but I don't really want to use it. Well, I can use it for now. I also need hot air, which is here. That's where all the hot air goes. Well, I don't need hot air. It's just a lot more efficient that way. And you know what? It is a bit weird. Before we get anything else done, I will need to resupply a bit again. Yeah, and that's copper back on the menu. Maybe siphon off the coke gas. Okay. Then This has been fine. It's steady. I will need to improve it. I also had... What are you? Okay, back to not enough glass. Should have started with the crushed quartz. How much do I need? How much can I get? First place. So right now I'm consuming 4 per second about, which is enough for 1 jaw crusher. Really. That does simplify things a bit, although it will make the stone situation even worse, of course. But, well, what can you do? Let's just place a jaw crusher down. Crush the quartz. Pull it back out. That's another milestone, of course. That's enough for 5 per second. Each of you produces 1 per second, right? So that's 4 total. So this one should be more than enough on its own. And I just need to make sure that the stone gets carried away. Oh. And I'm going to use... to just use a splitter. And it's on the right side of the belt too. That's convenient. Good. Of course, I do need to wait for all of this to empty out. We're running full-time here, right? Yeah. You're consuming 33.3 per second. What? Really? Huh. This can't be right. Really, 2 per second produced. So that's how horribly I'm underproducing glass. Yikes. Maybe I should add more. Spore collector. I should get started on that, although I think that this part is quite quick. Then to get the first Fawogae, I need the spores. I need ground sample. How do I make ground sample this early? Rich clay and soil, easy enough. Okay, I should get ready for that at least. I'm not going to build a proper setup. I'm just going to keep busy while all of that is getting processed. Let me make a single spore collector. Out of small parts. Sure. And it's all on coke now. That's nice to see. Fawogae spores. Mission science back and Fawogae codex in the data array. Fawogae codex I can make in hand, so that's fine. And to make one, they don't need more than one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Just need one DNA sample and one Fawogae codex, so I need 2 codexes. Oh. That's better. Rock stage 2 isn't horrible, but I don't think I'm quite ready to engage in this. Rock food is a bit annoying to make this early. I do want to get started on the OK2 rocks. This is the one I want to start doing, and that needs rock food, so I'm not going to start on it right now. I do want the medium poles, although they are not as great, but it's better than nothing. But I do need the chromium, which I do want to make, so that makes sense. But I think I'm going to go with mining productivity first. Then rubber, rails, and I force myself to deal with that part. Slowing down quite a bit on the copper mining, which is not a problem. Ooh. No. You mine 2 per second, yeah. So as we switch over from the solid fuel, this becomes fairly efficient. And I think most of the steam should now be coming from the oil burners. Because each of those produces 30 megawatts worth of steam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those are running pretty much full time. So yeah. Should be able to turn on the solid fuel boilers for the most part. Still not all the way through you. It's okay. I just want to place the spore collector and have it start collecting. It should be done fairly quickly, yeah. Data array. You? Wooden chest, that's not a problem. You need 100 automation science packs and 1 of the 2 codices I've built. Where are you? There. 100 shouldn't be a problem. Of course it's not. That part's working. And yeah, you can turn Fawogae into fuel. Among other things. It's going to get more interesting as we get into the atomizers, but those are still a bit away. Okay, for you, bottlenecked nursery, that's easy enough. I'll also need the ground samples, which I'm pretty sure should be just in an assembler. Yeah. Rich clay and soil. Soil is free. Rich clay is a waste product, although I'm not making too much of it. I will probably in the future though, because this looks like a decent way to boost the coal gas. Now let's just get it in here. There. There. And I just need a place that has soil. I think should be fine. One of the soil extractors, maybe? Oh, I did remove this part. Forgot about that. I need to take it from here. Which is convenient, actually. Hey, well, let's get you started. I even have coke in here. That's going to be the first ground sample. Now, this isn't what I want to have it in the future necessarily. Although it's not as bad as it sounds either, because it will be needed for research. Hey, that's ground samples. 10 is all I need, because I only need the one. Okay. And then I just take the spores and let them do their thing. I do need the plantation, which just needs soil. It's fine. Plenty of wood, actually. That's nice to see. And it's going to expand even more, of course. So I am going to improve wood production further. It should also be more productive now, I think. Are you done yet? Almost there. Yeah, almost would be great. They are still very far away, of course. Right, one thing I'm going to do is take those planter boxes. That's enough to make you. Give me wood. I do have logs on me. It's take a while to process. That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, a lot of tin goes into Fawogae farming. But this isn't Viblock, so I don't need all that much, right? Yeah, you need to go in here. I will want to expand the forestries, of course. Yeah, now that I'm not using methane for fuel, that's looking better as well. A few moments left, so let me just speed up time. There. Put you in a quick botanical nursery, and that's going to be the first Fawogae. Ooh, steam. Is there steam? Let's just move it up there on the steam line. I will also need some wood, but wood is not a problem. There's the steam line. Not going to do anything smart here, so let's just put it right down here. There. Okay. Full. Wipe. City. Yeah, the medium pulse will help with reach somewhere, at least. That's going to be convenient. How much? 50. Almost there. There we go. That should give me my first Fawogae. And then I just need you to start building things up. One spore collector should be able to support a lot of those. Yeah, the default is 7. And I'm not going to be able to sustain that anyway. But this should last for a while. Just need the first one. Because I don't need a Fawogae right now, so they can just build up for free. Right? No reason to push it. There, finally we're on crashed quartz. Oh, there you go. Quartz. Need 0.5 per second, so I should be able to sustain 2 right away. No, I'm producing only half, right? No, 1, okay. I can expand it with another jaw crusher and some more crystal mines, but this should already be a huge boost. I think it should be enough. So that I start running out of other things. Yeah, 2 of these should be running full time. So this makes the glass about 4 times cheaper in energy. That's very, very nice. I will want to add the jaw crusher and the crystal mines, I think, just to make it available for the future. So I will need more glass as time goes on. River has built up. Yep. Oh. There we go. So another jaw crusher, and I think 2 crystal mines should be enough. I don't need that other jaw crusher to run full time. This isn't refined concrete yet, is it? Oh, you need 5 per second. Consider this and keep you of course. So I should use the bolt approach instead. And that's the first Fawogae. 3 should be enough, right? And 1 should be enough for the output. No, 2 need to be there. The output. That should be enough. Nope. Okay, so the full 4. Not a problem. There. Yeah, I need the medium purples. Hey! Need to expand the crystal mines, of course. I need 5 for 1, so I need 8. No, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. Really? I think this is going to be enough. Here we go. Hey. So that should have almost quadrupled my glass production. Stone. Yeah, processing needs logistics and spec, but it will give me this recipe, which is wonderful. It's not efficient, but it is a fairly simple way to get rid of all the excess. It's very, very handy. Okay. Give me the Fawogae. Oh, you get 2. Good. So you're making nothing. Oh, electricity. There you go. This is also a very simple way to get rid of pollution, and you do still get the coal out of it. I think that by default, you don't really produce enough to feed yourself, I think. Yeah, raw coal. So this doesn't work at all, okay? On PyBlock, or it might not even be PyBlock, it might be just PyHard that makes this more difficult. Right, so Even just this takes 1.4 megawatts to get 1.5 megawatts worth of raw coal. And we can boost the power output, so it's not lost entirely yet, but you can already see that this is not going to work, right? There. So 20 Fawogae plantations to give me 1 raw coal per second. And it takes 6 megawatts to produce 1.5 megawatts. So useful, but I'm not going to use it this way. Not for a while, at least. I think that forestries are much better. And even those aren't entirely power positive, I think. Not yet. Well, they are power positive. No, that's not true. They are power positive. Okay. So are you finally stuck on something other than glass? No, this is going to take a while to run through all the ingredients, of course, because I do have a fair buildup of latex and everything. But overall, that's looking pretty good. Okay. Now, I need sand castings, which are made from sand. Sand is easy to get when you have an excess of stone, which I do. Okay, let's go on. There are still bits of iron left over here, but we're already down to 113,000. Now, tiny bits around here, which I mean, I'm not doing this to get the iron. I just don't want it to stay there. I want to get rid of all of it. Which is going to be easier to do once I get rid of the coal belts. And you're the only one who still needs coal, right? Yeah. I can get rid of you. This one hasn't been used in a while. And yes. All of this can go now. Didn't even have a chance to switch on over to coke. Because well, the burner miners don't eat up that much fuel. This line is also done. It used to produce a lot more ash. And the last one is this. It only has 2 miners left. This has cleared up nicely. It's almost opened up for more development. It's not going to have room for much. I could make the sand castings there, maybe. Because I do need tailing. Not tailings, creosote. Are you full on ash? No, you're actually out of... Oh, you are full on ash. Okay. Why are we full on ash again? Not stuck. Right, I switched these over to gas fuel. See, it was a good idea. That. First Fawogae, not yet, but we're half the way there. Good. Full on ground samples though. I don't think they're going to be too useful. Worthwhile. Okay. let's make sand castings. Our processing unit, easy enough. I do have plenty of stone here, and I do have the main stone storage in here. There it gets crushed into gravel, and there it goes into sand as well. Right now I'm not producing enough for read. Refined. Oh, this isn't supposed to have ash. Add. I wonder how long that has been stuck. That. Well, yeah, I do need some concrete on me, right? Creosote is here, and it goes up, and already all the way. Right then. The kerosene, this saved kerosene is completely gone. Are you not mining? Oh, not enough carbolic oil. I think I really do want to use this recipe quite a bit. Just to boost the coal gas amount. And then the coal gas gives me some of the tar back. It's not like I have too little tar. No. The main problem is I can't really fit any more in here, right? Could do something stupid, but plenty of stupid. Ready. Would make sense to have the sand castings produced without worrying about... Oh, this is convenient. So I don't need you here anymore. You can make sand castings. I just need to make sure that you're not going to fill up too much. And I could use the caravans for this. Wouldn't be the worst idea, honestly, but I'm not sure about it. Not for right now, at least. Yeah. Am I low stone now? Yes, I am. Okay, that does happen once in a while, which is weird. So why is that belt full? I don't actually put it all the way back, do I? No. This needs to go all the way back to the main storage loop. I need to get rid of the access here. This isn't very convenient. We just start making sand. I do already have this recipe. And this one. So I do have too much muddy sludge, right? Producing here, and it's been stuck for a long time. There's not much I can do to improve the consumption here. I'm not producing enough moss, am I? Could expand you. Be able to just take this and copy it. Like that. Not the prettiest. It is made for the second recipe, which takes stone. The pipes again. Here. But each of those only takes 1 per second, so not huge. But you are working at least. Then do you take seconds? Yeah, so minutes. Now, for the long run, I want a better facility for making stone. For now, this is going to be enough. Your crushing stone breaks, that's fine. Right. We do have a source of gravel as well, I think. Oh, I don't want that. Yeah. I can get sand from the filtration, which would also give me a little bit of biomass. That's not really useful. Limestone I would have to get rid of. And the coarse fraction can have materials, in fact. Don't think it makes sense at this point. I'll think about it. Hey. And it just goes back to having a proper coal processing setup again, right? For now, let's just say this is high priority. It's the sand. Just need to get it. One of you produces 2 per second. Should be fine with one for a long time. Don't need this to be too expandable. Nothing's going to really fit here, is it? That's it. Let's keep you close so I don't have to worry about the belts. And that's how I get the sand castings out. That's the first sand casting. Nice. A lot of the processing will be done here-ish, so it makes sense to get everything. Yeah, it's not working out too badly. Now, as for scaling, the single casting basin is going to be enough for a long time. So maybe what would make sense is to think about it differently somehow. Not sure. I'm not going to bother about it too much. Do I have any castings on me? I should have some. Oh no, just a sand. Okay, not a problem. Oh, first stab done. Borax will need to come from the other side. That's not too far away. Shouldn't be too hard. But before I get into that, let me connect the hot air. Now hot air is basically free because I do want to make the coke oven gas anyway. And even though I could get more power out of it in other ways, it's not really a big deal. It's still worth it, and it's especially worth it for things like this because it really is just a flat increase on the productivity. I do want that. What's there? It's the hot air. You are consuming just 16.6. And you are producing 75 if you were full, but you're not because this only produces a fraction of what you need. The main reason... Yeah, you're stuck. That's what I thought. This is not the greatest. View site. This is a bit silly, but I like it more. Oh, come on. You just need to go all the way down. Not going to go by the stove line, of course. Silly. But this should be enough. Hey, I do want to have a pump somewhere around here. I could use these valves to have the connections free, and that would work. And I don't think I need to do that. I do like the idea that you have to use pumps. So now dealing with fluid dynamics was fun as well. And overall I do prefer that. But as they said, it's true, it never really worked. It's always broken in some way. Oh yeah, you're low on aluminum. That's also why we're doing this. I'm going to switch the aluminum to the improved recipe as well, of course. That's hot air. So the last part, molten iron. 10 basic oxygen furnaces, or 1 casting unit. I'm going to start with just the 1. I think I want to go this way because I want to have the borax coming in. Right, you have 2. This should be fine. You don't need power. You do need the processed iron ore, and you probably will need 2 inserters. This is for the borax. Let's turn you around. We actually eat up quite a bit. So if I just go with 2 inserters are going to be enough if I do it in 2 sides of the belt. But it's not going to be... yeah, I need 2 bolts anyway. Well, let's just keep them separate. This is going to be the borax, which is going to come from the left. And this is going to be the processed iron, which will come from here. Right away, I'm going to turn you around. That's not ideal. Let's slowly make its way over here. I do need fuel, and quite a bit of it, because this takes 5 megawatts, so that's 1 coke per second. So I'll use this side, I think. No, that's not going to be enough either. Yo. Because I'm going to need 10 of these, so that's 10 coke per second in total, right? Yeah. I do have coke here. Oh, you got this one. Good. So that's it for the burn miners for coal. But I can just take the coke from here. There. And you should no longer get any raw coal. Only be coke now. Since I'm in the neighborhood, let's pick up some more parts. Yeah, so it's not working out too badly, but I'm still not quite there. So I still need the Borax belt, and I need... Well, I hope at least that the Borax was working, because the muddy sludge is a problem. Yeah, completely full. Gotta fill you up. Oh, what about this part, of course. This already needs to be just the processed iron. There. There we go. And now water. Yes, oxygen. I do want to burn the hydrogen off right away. Yeah. And I will need the oxygen for much of the other production as well. It's going to take up a lot of room. It's not going to fit in the long term. For now, I'm just going to leave it like this. This should be a big facility. Unfortunately, there is no good way to make oxygen. Yeah. Was trying to connect the coke, which is here. I don't want to hide the deposit here, so I'm going to go via underground belt. I'm sure there will be more places where I need to use coke, so it should be convenient. Oh, doesn't reach. Oh. That. That's fuel for the furnace. I will have to deal with the ash output. And it is going to produce 1 ash per second. Some... Are you ash? No. Oh, is there really no ash here? Okay. Anyway, first let's connect the water. Let me just add another offshore pump just to make this simpler. You don't have to deal with the pump. Fortunately, no one had the bright idea to make water a finite resource yet. Unless you're playing LiveBlock, of course. Oh, like one of those space blocks. There. And I'll also need the steam to get rid of the hydrogen. And that's the first molten iron. Oops. Ready. Full production yet, of course. Getting there. There will be some use for hydrogen later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Yeah. Should be able to connect you somehow. That ash can go... Oh, you're full on ash. Ash can go here, yeah. Which I think I'm not going to worry about moving the flue gas. Because flue gas also has some use. I don't want to produce flue gas, I want to avoid it. Where's the recipe? Oh, it produces ash, so that's probably it, right? Oh, it needs a quenching tower. Ah, but that's not expensive anymore. I mean, it's more expensive than alternatives, but whatever. There. Rid of you. Even at full speed, you only give me 2 per second, so that should be fine. You're not going to be running at full speed. It's still annoying, because of course hydrogen shouldn't really produce flue gas, right? There. Now I just need to get rid of the steam. That's going to be trickier because everything is full on steam, right? So what I'm going to do is just use it for electricity, like that. It does mean that things are going to start building up if I ever have too much electricity, which does happen. Hey. Take care of that. Now we have there, and we're stuck on... Oh, I didn't connect you up yet. Okay. We first cast iron plate. This is not going to work. That's fine. Hey. 15 per second, 10 per second, so even this is not enough. 1.25 per second, that's how much I get from one jaw crushing. Yeah. Now, this would be a good way to enjoy lots of fun with inserters. But I'm just going to... Oh, you know, it doesn't make any sense, really. Just need to leave it like that. Just to make it easier to connect to the furnace stack, because now... I do want this to be the main source of iron. And actually, let's switch it so it really builds up. Right? Oh. I'm going to move it this way, I think. It's convenient right now. I'm sure that's not going to cause me any trouble in the future. This should fit in a single belt for a while. There. Adding one more electrolyzer. Now, let's go for it. They're pretty expensive. So, this is the game telling me I should start getting into building up a proper mole. Hey, more oxygen. Good. You? Oh yeah, but you're not full. That should be fine. We're getting some proper cast iron. And what I'm going to do is double it up anyway, even though I can't really... Oh, no, I didn't want casting unit, no. Wanted a basic oxygen furnace, of course. This is not going to work, of course, but it will make things build up faster. It's the fuel. It's the borax when it comes. Means I need another electrolyzer to make those run full time. Really nicely shows just how incredibly expensive this gets. So each of those eats up 10 megawatts. Yeah. So that should be enough for oxygen for both of you. Now we should have enough processed iron as well, which means, yeah, building up already. Brilliant. But that's it for today, at least. I will need to bring the borax in, so let's not forget about that. But hey, see you in the next one.